It might feel like spring outside, but inside Cumberland Valley High School tonight, it feels like championship time. And that's exactly what it is. The Mid-Penn Championships tonight featuring the Cedar Cliff Lady Colts. They are the defending champions of the Mid-Penn against upstart Altoona out of District 6, the winner of the Commonwealth Division of the Mid-Penn. Tonight's live broadcast is made possible by the premier sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Sutton, live from Cumberland Valley High School here tonight alongside Jeff Thompson and Kirk Smallwood. We got a good one for you here tonight. The defending champions, you got to go through them to get to the top of the mountain here in the Mid-Penn. Cedar Cliff, still 22-0 this year. They've done nothing to tarnish that reputation. And you start with them, you start with Olivia Jones, who is an outstanding player.
Well, I call her the Big O because her game reminds me of my personal GOAT, Oscar Robertson, who could shoot. He was a prolific rebounder, and he was really tough inside. Olivia thrives in traffic. She almost likes to get bumped. And I think she's the most complete female basketball player in the Mid-State right now. And when she's not scoring or dishing off or dropping, she'll drop dimes to her two bigs, Catherine Sampson and Alexis Bowie. And Alexis Bowie's older brother is hot right now in the NCAAs for Northwestern. He's the Big Ten Player of the Week, so that's something to shout out too. And she'll kick it back out. Talking about Olivia, she'll kick it out to Sydney Wyan, who has the all-time record in Cedar Cliff for threes, so that's not too bad either. And then you got Taylor Ferraro, who can really play some defense, the left-hander, and it's a fabulous starting five for the Colts.
From another day, Sam Bowie, Ralph Sampson, no, but they're Sam Bowies and Ralph Sampson for Cedar Cliff. They average 51 points a game, give up only 23, but Coach Scott Wyan said they're going to get tested tonight from the outside by this Altoona team coming in here. Coach Smallwood, when you talk about Altoona, you start with Milana Iyer, and then great balance. This team scores about 56 a game, and they can all shoot.
Milana Iyer is a 5'5" sophomore. She gets 12.5 points per game and 3 rebounds. She has help, though. Lainey Wilt is her counterpart. Very good player. She's a sophomore. He starts 2 seniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman. Coach Flagel's record, 15-8 overall, 2-2 in the Mid-Penn. Their last loss was the Hollidaysburg on 2/8/2023. They lost 50-44.
And that's it. And he's on a hot streak coming in here right now. And, of course, we said Cedar Cliff at 22-0. You know what they've done so far this year in terms of losses. It's going to be a great matchup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. District 6, District 3, but it's the Mid-Penn Championship. And it's all right here on Fox 43.2.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Welcome to the Dome here at Cumberland Valley High School for the Mid-Penn Girls Championship. And there are your starters right there for Cedar Cliff and Taylor Ferraro, Sydney Wyant. They can all score 8.9 for Wyant, 5.4 for Ferraro, Sampson 5.5, Lexi Bowie 10.3, and Olivia Jones leading the pack at 15.1 points a game. On the other side, for the Altoona Little Lions, you talk about them. You got Brooklyn Barron there at 4 points a game, Haley McGurk 6.4 points a game. Milana Iyer, we talked about her earlier, 12.5 a game. Lainey Welp, 9.8 a game. And Zaylin Wynn Moore at 6.1 points a game. A very balanced lineup there. Scott Wyatt, he's been coaching for 23 years, 290 wins. And at Cedar Cliff, 163 and 61 in 9 years. He's got the Mid-Penn Championship from last year. On the other side, he'll be met by Chris Flegel, rather, 4th year, 55 and 34, has won 2 District 6 championships in that short period of time. So 2 outstanding coaches here tonight and 2 wonderful teams all here. We are ready to get this one underway and tip it off. And Altoona will control there in maroon and white, going from left to right on your screen. On the other side in blue, gold, and white, the Cedar Cliff Lady Colts. Pull-up shot right there along the middle, and it's knocked down very quickly by Brooklyn Barron of Altoona.
That was a very good move by Brooklyn. Got a nice job, jab step, got into the paint, and finished the play.
Cedar Cliff comes driving. Good hands on the play, however, by number 11, Milana Iyer, and it's going to be Cedar Cliff Lady Colt ball underneath their basket.
And Coach, what we're going to see, Altoona usually plays about 7 people. Their tallest player is a freshman, and she comes off the bench.
Altoona, one of the newest additions to the Mid-Penn Conference. Their first girls game here. There's a look from the outside, not going to go. And picked up there by Lainey Wilt. Quickly, the Lady Lions back on the other end. Lainey Wilt, a hard drive to basket up, not going to go. Rebound yanked down there by Lexi Blue. Quickly ahead, Cedar Cliff, and they can do this all night long, and they'll get it underneath very quickly as they run the floor. And Catherine Sampson with her first deuce of the night.
Coach Flegel had said that they're going to give up a whole lot of size. He said, but these kids really fight hard and they compete, and they want to win the Mid-Penn Championship.
You got it right. They're going to have to stop that fast break, though. Here's a look from the outside. Not going to go. It'll be picked up there again by Sampson. And very quickly, Cedar Cliff trying to get the other end. Good defensive transition by Altoona.
Olivia Jones running the point and directing the attack.
Inside it comes. Good play on defense there. Still controlled by the Lady Colts. Lady Colts average 51 a game, give up 23.
The Lady Lions are very, very active on that block.
Quick shot by Lexi Blue will not go, and Altoona controls the basketball as Zalen Wynn Moore with it at the point guard spot. Man-to-man by both teams so far. Little split on the offense.
Good job reversing the ball.
Little flex move there with a down screen, back screen. And then a look from downtown, not going to go. Good position on inside, and quickly back come the Lady Colts. Oh, nice little backdoor cut by Moore. Make that Olivia Jones, and Olivia Jones in the book for her first deuce.
Very nice play by Jones. She advanced the ball up with the pass, got it back, and finished the ball at the rim.
A lot of good screening here by both teams. Very well coached.
Altoona knows they're going to have to shoot it well.
Maybe a little nerves here earlier, just a throwaway, and you looked over and saw Chris Flegel, who put his head down and said, oh, don't want that, but you're going to have a few nerves here in the early going. First turnover of the game here by Altoona.
Altoona's playing that full court man-to-man. It looks like they're trying to jump him.
Olivia Jones throws it back ahead. Jump shot along the baseline, not going to go.
That was a nice defensive call.
Milana Iyer picks it up, will bring it up floor and set up the offense. 5:12 to go here in the first quarter. The girls Mid-Penn Championship game here on Fox 43.2. What a good move to the basket. Not happening this time, however.
Nice move.
Really was. They like to attack the front of the iron, don't they?
Yes. McGurk with the nice move, just missed it on the finish.
Here's the isolation inside, right over the top where you can't get help. Well conceived play and put away by Sampson. She's got 4 points in the first quarter.
It's very difficult to get help from the top. Also, it's very difficult to make that perfect pass into the post from the top.
Definitely using their size. Here's another pull-up. That one won't go. And Bowie is absolutely all over the glass right now. You get one shot, that's it.
That's it.
Here's a screen out top. Hard drive, up, in, and there she is, Olivia Jones. And Coach Flegel has seen enough. Jones in for 2. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal. To go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
The Lady Lions took a 2-0 lead at the 7:45 mark, and since then it's been an 8-0 run by Cedar Cliff. What are they doing here, Coach Smallwood, right now, Cedar Cliff?
Cedar Cliff, they're being very, very patient. They want to push tempo. Those passes going down the sideline, but in the half court, they're getting it at the top. Their post is getting positions, and they're finishing at the rim.
Combination of the drives from Jones and then the inside play of Sampson. Here's the drive to the basket. Iyer can't get it up. Size bothered her there a little bit and trying to finish at the end, and quickly back on the other end. Olivia Jones back ahead. Underneath it goes, and up and in by Lexi Blue, her first 2 of the game.
Coach, I'm very, very impressed with Olivia Jones. She sets the table for her bigs. She does a very good job playing tempo, and this is going to be a good game.
And how about blocking shots, as
Nice
she did
job.
right there at the point guard spot. Olivia Jones so far, everything in this game, as she is making it happen, distributing and also shooting and driving. Cedar Cliff looks very mature, don't they?
They're being very, very patient here.
And you're going to get a walk call here. Trying to push the action that time was Taylor Ferraro. And good defense by the Little Lions.
The Little Lions are going to scrap. They're going to scrap and claw until the final buzzer.
Now, I don't want to say Little Lions. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to say Lady Lions for all you
Lions.
people out there. We got the Little Lions coming up later on after this with State College. Not all that far away from Altoona.
Cedar Cliff's in that zone.
Well,
Man-to-man.
They really run continuity side to side. Pass, screen away, go off that high screen a lot, and then screen in again.
And if you notice, defensively, Coach, Cedar Cliff starts their defense on the three-point line.
Tell you what, you better know what you're doing with the basketball. There's Ferraro tapping it away with the steal, and Ferraro up and in, and Cedar Cliff on a 12-point run right now.
That was a very good play.
And balanced, everybody has scored but one so far, and that's Sydney Wyatt, Coach's daughter.
The Cedar Cliff guards, man, they're very, very tough. They're smart, and they play the game the right way.
Watch them bang the weak side screen. Man, when you come into the middle off the weak side screen, they bang you and slow you down and really take you out of your rhythm.
A couple of the Altoona girls look like they're a little winded right now.
Let's head off to Jeff Thompson. He's down to the baseline. Jeff, what are you seeing down there?
Well, Taylor Ferraro, she is not letting the Melanie Iron, number 11, she's not letting her have a breath. It's really incredible the defense that she's playing on their best shooter.
Great point, and that's been a matchup so far. I saw the block a moment ago on against Iyer, so they're having a tough time getting their offense going. They're running good stuff. I mean, you look at them. Here you go. They got something open here.
Nice shuffle cut. Just couldn't finish at the rim.
I think they're hearing size around them. And there's Jones up again. Not going to go battle around. Picked up there by the Lady Lions. Nice cover that time by Wynn Moore. Wynn Moore driving hard, pulls up. Wynn Moore with the shot. Not going to go. Good follow. And it's going to be off Cedar Cliff out of bounds. Should be long underneath to the Lady Lions of Altoona.
And the Lady Lions are getting good shots, Coach. They're getting to the rim. They're running their stuff. They're coming off the shuffle cuts. They have to make shots.
Both teams playing man-to-man, yet no fouls in this game so far.
That's always a good sign.
Good clean game, good back door, trying to make something happen. I'll tell you what, Cedar Cliff has got everything covered.
Yes.
On the ball, off the ball, you name it, they've got it all covered so far, and that's maybe why Altoona is 1 out of 8 so far in shooting.
They're very, very well prepared. I like how Cedar Cliff takes their time offensively.
They really do.
They know what they want. They take their time.
Olivia Jones really throwing a bad pass here, but Olivia Jones barks out where she wants people to go. She is obviously the leader on the floor for the Lady Colts.
Absolutely. And, Coach, that's her first turnover.
That's her first mistake of any kind in this game so far.
She doesn't do that often.
Let's see if Altoona can get something going this time down the floor. Lady Lions had a storied program back in the 1980s under Art Tannehill. Won a state championship. They and Downingtown were 2 of the big teams in the state at that time in 6A. Actually 4A at that time. And another miss, and again another rebound yanked down by Lexi Bowie. So walking it down here is Jones, and in no hurry at all. They come out of a double stack this time. They're looking to pop inside to Bowie. Bowie now screens, look for a pick and roll, nothing there.
Good ball reversal by Cedar Cliff.
Another pick. They pick on the screen, on the ball a lot. Screen. Now watch it go screen, and then try to roll. It's almost like they're running the delay out of the pick and roll right now.
Altoona is doing a very good job picking up the roller.
The roller's not going real hard on them. Now they get a 3 here at the end. Just missing. Rebound pulled down by Altoona. That was Abigail Hernkane who got the rebound there. And now 25 seconds to go. Coach Flegel wants 1 shot. Here's a drive. Up. Again. Good rebound there. Put it back up. Another one misses. Jones has it. Jones throwing it ahead. Bowie's going to get it down. Bowie up, not going to go. And there's a foul called on the play, and it's going to be 2 shots for Bowie, as the first foul of the game will go against Milana Iyer.
Coach Olivia Jones dribbles the ball in transition with her head up. She saw Bowie and led her to the basket, and Bowie was fouled. That was a very good play. I'm very impressed with Olivia Jones.
Bowie only a 51% free throw shooter on the season. First shot is up and rolls off. Back in the game is Ferraro now, and checking out will be Jones for the last 6.5 seconds of the quarter. So here's Bowie. Bowie has a nice stroke, but only 51%. Second one up. That one's no good.
Looks like she had a little hitch in that second one, Coach.
She did. Here's a shot to end the quarter. Could be some momentum. Not going to go. End of the first quarter. It is 12-2. Cedar Cliff in front. We'll take a break. We'll come right back for quarter number 2. This is the High School Sports Live TV Mid-Penn Championships, girls style, all here on Fox 43.2. Advanced Hoops is offering a spring play and train program for kids 4th grade and older. A special AAU prep league for kids that can't play AAU but still want to play and get out to at least one tourney is available as well. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see all the classes. Shooting with Charlie, post with Duke. You name it, Advanced Hoops has it. To find out more, go to www.advancedhoops.com. High School Sports Live is a proud partner of Raw Sports. Go to Raw Sports Films to access the YouTube channel. Get the latest on Big Star's latest superstar content. Do you want to be a part of the game? Become a Mid-Penn basketball official. Basketball officiating is a great way to remain connected to basketball and earn extra money in the process. Officiate around your schedule. Basketball games are available year-round, and officials are needed to support the game. You'll be trained on all the aspects of officiating, including rules knowledge and court mechanics, by experienced officials. Go to cpboa.org or use the QR code on your screen to become an official today. Your officials for this evening, by the way, Mark Scarangella, Roger Roth, and Joe Gabriel doing a great job so far. Only one foul called there in the first quarter as Cedar Cliff gets it to start quarter number 2. They're up 12-2. There again, Jones. Jones missing that one.
First quarter statistics, Altoona was 1 for 10 from 2, 0 from 4 from 3. They didn't shoot any foul shots. They have 7 rebounds, 3 turnovers. Cedar Cliff, 6 for 10, 0 for 2 from 3, 0 for 2 from free throws, and 2 turnovers for 12 points.
So far, just nowhere to go for their offense. They're running their offense the way they want to. Cedar Cliff is taking away every shot and making them rush. Here's a good look, though, finally, to start the second quarter, and buried there by Lainey Wilt. And that'll get a 3 on the board, and Lainey Wilt, sophomore, gets 5 points.
Lainey Wilkes, the second leading scorer on the Lady Line Ball Club.
Oh, there's a backdoor. Somebody was not home and backdooring at that time. In for an easy deuce is Bryn Cravener, just into the game.
Basic fundamental basketball. Pass the ball to the wing. Get a shot, get a screen at the top of the key. Get your hands ready. They throw it to you, you lay it up.
Get another foul called here out top on the offense for Altoona. Four turnovers so far for Altoona here in the game. That foul will be marked up against Abigail Hernkane. So here come the Cedar Cliff Lady Colts. Again, still man-to-man, both teams. There's that high-low pass, and then backdooring again. Bowie underneath. They hit you in the middle, draw a 3, and then find Bowie coming across the baseline for the easy layup.
Nice cut by Bowie. Nice dime by Jones.
4 points in the game now for Bowie. 16-5 right now. The Cedar Cliff Lady Colts lead it.
I think Lady Colts are smelling blood, Coach. They're executing very, very well.
There's another quick 3, but that's not going to go. And now on the run, you miss those 3s. It's like an outlet pass for Cedar Cliff on a fast break, and that's what happens quickly. Jones all the way down the court, and she's going to find Ferraro for the easy deuce. Timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. This is the High School Sports Live TV Mid-Penn Championship on Fox 43.2.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambalvo Mazda. The Giambalvo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale. Giambalvo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
Well, there's a student section tonight for Altoona, but not a lot to cheer about just yet. But Altoona scored the opening points the first quarter, the opening points the second quarter. But other than that, that's all the points they have, a 2 and a 3. Let's go to Jeff Thompson on the court. Jeff.
Well, I talked to the head coach at Shippensburg University before the game, Christy Turn, and she's looking at young Miss Bowie as a post player. And she said, I want to see what she can do inside. And so far, Alexis is really doing a nice job on the boards.
Well, she has controlled the board so far. She's also got 4 points to add, and she moves without the basketball, and she can post up. Other than that, she's not doing a thing.
I like how she runs the floor, Coach. She's got nice size, but she knows how to run up and down the floor.
Here's Lainey Wilt with the basketball. I really like what they do on offense. I mean, they're obviously well coached. There's a reason they're here. But so far, they're having a tough time of finding the basket. And a lot of that has to do with what Cedar Cliff's doing defensively. Cedar Cliff locks down on you. 23 points a game. Coach Scott Wine said, we're going to get tested tonight by this Altoona team so they can all score.
Yes, they sure can.
So far, the defense has belonged here. And there's a turnover from Jones. Quickly stolen. Nice hands by Lainey Wilt. Lainey Wilt kicks it out. There you get a 3 look. Nice shot. There's Bowie again, just what Jeff talked about a moment ago, getting another rebound. And here come the Lady Colts. Inside they go. They like that size. That was
nice
play.
play.
Look at Jones. Jones just flying in there. Jones back up again and draws the foul. What an effort.
That's your point guard getting in there, getting you some extra shots, some extra opportunities. I'm very, very impressed with this young lady.
So the foul is going to be called. That's the 3rd foul now. And this one is on Zaylin Wynn-Moore. So at the line is Olivia Jones. Olivia Jones on the season, 59% free throw shooter. This team only shoots 49% from the line.
They've got to improve. It's that time of year. They've got to improve.
Jones with 4 points in the game so far. Misses the first and gets the second. So 1 out of 2 on that trip, has 5 points in the game.
Cedar Cliff has resorted to their half-court man-to-man.
Again, look at the kind of shots they're getting because they're being veered off by that defense.
That size.
Kind of a foul shot, and finally getting it to roll down there. Good shot by Lainey Wilt, who never said die on that one. Lainey Wilt now with 5 points in the game. She's the leading scorer. So 19-7.
Altoona's jumping
back
into a zone.
Switch defense 2-3 zone now. And it looks like a matchup kind of zone.
Let's see how well Cedar Cliff prepared for this zone.
And what you do with a matchup zone here is everybody's responsible for a player in their area. Nobody guards space. Cedar Cliff immediately goes to the outside shot, which is what the zone wanted you to do. Sampson couldn't quite get position, throws it back outside, refocus. Olivia Jones, she's got Bowie inside, decided not to give it to her. Back it comes, up for Sampson. Sampson blocked.
Good block.
Nice block from behind there. That was Harley McGurk with the block. So a little bit of momentum maybe here if they get this bucket.
Cedar Cliff back into their customary man-to-man.
Looking for the outside shot. Nothing there so far as Bowie with yet another rebound here, and Jones back with the basketball for the Colts. Now, if you're the Colts, you don't want to get lured into that outside shooting against the zone here. They've been going inside regularly.
Right. I'd like to see them go into their high-low game.
There's another 3 look, and buried from the far side. Beautiful look from downtown that time. And it was Sydney Wyatt with her first tray of the night.
Sydney Wyatt, nice shot. Great shot. She averages 8.9 a game, and she's one of the better shooters on the Cedar Cliff roster.
So Sydney Wyatt with the first 3 tonight for Cedar Cliff. And Cedar Cliff has now jumped to a 22-7 lead. Let's take a look at that again. Look at Wyatt. Always ready to shoot, has that foot set and stepping right into it. Good shot.
Had her hands above her waist. Always good to see. Very fundamental.
You like your player, your shooters, ready to shoot when they catch the ball, and she was stepping right into it. Again, looking for a backdoor. Again, good defense, and again, another turnover here for the Lady Lions. 3:27 to go to half.
Olivia Jones directing the attack.
Oh, man, Jones up, blocked away. Good defense there by Altoona.
Altoona's wants to slow it down a little bit, play a little bit of half court, and not let the game get away from them. Cedar Cliff is in there man-to-man again. And for some reason, Coach, that guy diving down the middle has always been open.
And a missed shot there. They're getting some of the shots they want, just not able to make them go here is Altoona. Sampson right along the baseline. Sampson's going to miss. Knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to be off the Cedar Cliff Lady Colts. It'll go to Altoona.
And, Coach, to credit Altoona, I think they're doing a pretty good job on the defensive board.
Yeah, they really are. And they're doing a good job defensively. I
Yes.
mean, for the most part, I think they're really, doing some good stuff. They're just not able to get good, clean shots out of rhythm on the other end.
Yeah, they've got to make more shots to make this a close game.
What Cedar Cliff does not allow you to do right now is to really drive very well in the middle. They get such good help and recover.
Yes, they do.
8 defensive rebounds so far for Altoona. There's a block out of bounds to give you an idea of exactly what we're talking about.
You just run into a stop sign no matter where you spin to.
Don't forget at halftime, our Jack Giambalvo halftime report coming up, our AT&T and OSS Health first half highlights, and our Capital Blue Cross first half stats. Still 2:26 to play here in the first half.
Good pass.
Good pass underneath. Couldn't handle it cleanly, though. And again, Cedar Cliff, the defense, even when they're not in the lanes, the specter of them being there, I think, is bothering Altoona right now, unless I'm mistaken it.
Absolutely. Hey, Coach, number 24 had great post position before the pass was made. I think they want to get some identity on the block.
And fundamentally had sealed her girl off, just didn't handle it cleanly. 6 turnovers here for Altoona in the first half. Jones is stuck, throws it back underneath, finds Lexi Bowie, and she is going to be fouled on the play by number 24, Haley McGurk. That'll be her first, team 4th against the Lady Lions, and Bowie going back to the free throw line where she's 0 for 2 so far tonight.
Coach, I really appreciate the swag that Cedar Cliff plays with. I mean, they're very confident. They know what they want to do. If this doesn't work, they go to the next option. I mean, it's just very, very, very beautiful to see.
Bowie with a sweet stroke that time. 1 out of 3 so far tonight. We'll get a second one here. Second one up, that one off the back of the iron, but rebounded by Sampson. Sampson back up and blocked again, and by McGurk. And again, McGurk, a costly time down the court. This time she picks up her second foul. It'll be the team 5th 2-shot foul. As headed to the line here is Catherine Sampson, her first time tonight. Only a 42% free throw shooter.
Whoa. McGurk, the 5'9" senior, averages 6.4 points per game and 4 rebounds. She's going to have to do a whole lot of work inside today.
And both of Sampson's were kind of pushes off the back of the iron there. So 1 out of 4 at the free throw line on that trip down with 2 chances.
Wyatt with the steal.
Could be tipped out of bounds. So far tonight, Cedar Cliff only 2 of 8 from the free throw line, but it's being absorbed by their great defense, and there's buckets.
And their defense gives them so many extra shots, Coach. It's good to see.
Scott Wyan calls timeout with 1:45. We'll take one as well. 23-7. Cedar Cliff leads it. It's High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2. When Altoona went zone, they went to Sydney Wine, who likes to stroke the 3, and Jeff Thompson's got a little information on that on the baseline. Jeff?
Well, that's her 104th 3 of her career.
Wow.
And she did it as soon as they went zone, and you'll notice they're back man-to-man right now.
Exactly right. And Olivia Jones with the basketball. And there's another look, another 3, not going to go off Bowie's hands. Quickly back onto the other end is Lainey Wilt. I like the game Lainey Wilt has. A lot of spark to her game.
Yes, she plays very, very hard. She plays quick. Altoona just looking for something good.
Really being patient. Down 23-7, but, you're not going to get back in this all of a sudden, so you have to really be patient.
They're doing a good job surveying the defense.
Look at the stuff they're running now. I mean, double screens, weak side, high screens, splits. Here's another screen of the ball. There's a good layup. Oh, and missing. You got the shot you wanted. Here's Jones ahead to Ferraro. Ferraro pulls it up. Jones has it back in her hands.
One of the things that Jones does very well is pass the ball ahead.
Trying to pass it over 3 people that time. Sampson gets from behind, and you're going to have a kick on the floor. Let's see who the kick's on. I think the ball's going to belong to Cedar Cliff. Cedar Cliff averages 29 rebounds a game. They have 18 already tonight, 14 defensive.
That's one of the things that Coach Flegel said. He said, we're going to have a terrible disadvantage height-wise, size-wise.
Lexi Blue a little sloppy there on catching the pass out top, gets called for the walk. 4 turnovers now in the game for Cedar Cliff. So you got 43 seconds to go here.
Looks like Altoona's just going to take their time.
Back door.
Nice back door.
Another fundamental, but then has to pull out of it. But a
All
good
right.
shot, good balance there as Brooklyn Barron with her second bucket of the game. She's got 4 tonight. 23-9. Cedar Cliff leads at 23 seconds to go.
That was a nice 1-foot shot, a la Dirk Nowitzki.
Old Dallas move, right? Down to 13 seconds. Olivia Jones has it. Top of the key. Look for the 3. Not going to go. Jones again in there. Jones is everywhere. I'll tell you what, she's incredible.
Oh, boy. Coach, you usually have your point guard kind of wait and not just crash the board, you know, so you can get some defensive continuity on the break.
And that's the 3rd foul now on Harley McGurk.
Olivia Jones goes right to the glass, gets the rebound, and gets fouled.
Look at that nice sweet stroke. 59% free throw shooter. She's the best on the team. Second best on the team.
Second
Wyatt's actually at 75%.
These girls play with a whole lot of confidence. It's really impressive.
Yeah, they got a swagger. You got that right. 7 points in the game now for Jones. 6 seconds left. 4, 3, throwing it down to the baseline. Do you have time to get it off? You do, but it's not going to go. And that is the first half. 25-9 in the girls' Mid-Penn Championship game. We get ready for the Jack Giambalvo halftime report. Right after this on High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
I'm with Dr. Calista Morris from OSS Health. She's an orthopedic sports medicine surgeon. Today we're going to talk about shoulder injuries. What sport really kind of wins this, if you will, the injury battle?
Yeah, absolutely, hands down, as some people may guess, football wins that battle, but very close by are wrestling and baseball. Okay. When it comes to baseball, pitching is absolutely the number one, more so than field players or catching. So pitchers are the biggest risk. Football is kind of a conglomerate. Yes, we see them in the quarterbacks, but those are more contact positions. Right. So wide receivers, running backs, they get hit a little bit harder. I'm
mentoring a young man. He's in my car the other day, and my shoulder hurts. I said, hey, what's going on, buddy? He said, I landed on my shoulder in practice. Do you tell them to go right back out there, or should they come in and get an x-ray, maybe like OSS Health, or should they, how do they know whether to be careful or just to keep going at it? If obviously there's deformity or anything like that to the shoulder just doesn't look right, come in right away, we'll get an x-ray. But if it just seems like a mild ache, give it a day or two, take some ibuprofen. Tylenol if you can tolerate it, and then if it's still not better within 72 hours, then definitely come in and get it checked out. Talk about preventative measures for shoulder injuries. Absolutely. So the number one thing for us is actually the shoulder blade. So if we can really strengthen the back and the shoulder blade, that helps the shoulder move better as a unit, puts you at less risk of injury. And then also stretching. So you want the motion on your dominant side to equal the motion of your non-dominant side. Cincinnati Reds, Bucknell wrestling team. I mean, you've been around a lot of different sports. It's got to be a dream come true. A little girl or a little guy, high school kid, junior high comes in. You can talk to them about sports. You can relate to them. You've been there. Does that give you an advantage making that connection? Absolutely. So being a former athlete and being around as high level as Major League Baseball, we understand the importance of getting back to their sport and their passion and what they want to do and doing it safely, but also timing for that. So. Gotcha. We kind of base, are you going into senior season? Are you trying to make this tournament or that tournament? How can we work your injury to get you back to your goal? What would be like a return to play checklist on how you could judge whether or not that shoulder is ready to go? Yeah. So if it's any type of shoulder injury that requires rehab, it's at least 6 weeks to rehab. So you're out for 6 weeks if you're not taking care of yourself. If it gets to a surgical aspect, now we're looking at 6 months. So it's a pretty big deal if we have to go in for surgery. So if you can take a break and let it rest, that's great.
It may save you months on a recovery turn, but we go on a stepwise progression. We work on motion first, then we work on strength, and then we get back into sport-specific activities.
If you want more information, go to osshealth.com.
Where were you last night? Do you know how embarrassing that was for me? No. Don't deflect. Well, that wasn't passive aggressive. Listen, I just need to know that I can trust you're going to be there when I need you. Hello? Our money just hung up on me.
Not cool.
Track your spending with our personal finance tool. Just another way to have better conversations with your money. From F&M Trust.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
And welcome back to our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. It's 25-9 at the half of the girls' Mid-Penn Championship game here at Cumberland Valley in the Dome. And to say Cedar Cliff controlled the first half might be the understatement of the year. Kirk Smallwood, what did you see in the first half?
I saw a very good Altoona team that missed a lot of shots out of their system. They're running their stuff. They're getting to the right places. Even their open jumpers on the perimeter aren't going in. But if they continue to run their stuff and in succession make a couple buckets, they can get right back in this.
Yeah, I think they're playing a little faster than they need to play. And give credit to the Cedar Cliff defense for part of that, Jeff, because Cedar Cliff's defense the first half locked down.
Well, I think they have to play faster because otherwise they wouldn't get a shot up. And they're rushing their shots a little bit. I was down on the baseline down there, and Cedar Cliff has them so spread out and almost daring them to drive. But then Cedar Cliff has two big girls that can block every shot. So it's not a good formula for Altoona right now.
You know, you look at Altoona here in the first half, again, coming in here, and you mentioned something. They're running their stuff. They're doing good things. Fundamentally, they're doing a lot of good stuff. What's happening, though, we saw a lot of bobbles in the first half.
Yes.
The one time you had good post position, the girl bobbled it, and you can't bobble it against this Cedar Cliff team because they make you pay for every single mistake.
Yeah, early on, I thought that was nerves because they were getting the position, but as you said, they bobbled it. They've got to get two hands on that thing and make a strong move.
Jeff, you've coached and played in a lot of games where sometimes height can make you do things just by being around and you're not sure where it is. I saw some of that in the first half, too.
Well, that's happening a lot, but I agree with you. I think the bright lights get us all sometimes.
They always do. Well, we're going to take a look right now at our AT&T and OSS Health first half highlights, and let's see what Chad Edwards has for us. A lot of good stuff, most of it on the Cedar Cliff side here in the first half. And there you see it right away. Ferraro coming down there on a quick transition. There was that over the top you talked about, Coach Swallow.
Yes. Very good pass.
Lexi Bowie inside that high-low, tough to gather. And here's one of the good shots here by Altoona in the first half, as you saw a knockdown shot there. On the other side, there you saw Wyatt stepping against that zone. Jeff, you talked about that. And then a good pull-up here by number 23, Brooklyn Barron, for her first points game. She has 4 in the first half.
That was an excellent pass, getting to the 45-degree angle and getting it right to your big.
There's a back door, and they're catching someone off the bench right there. That was Bryn Cravener into the game. And then quickly, Ferraro with that steal back on the other end. Ferraro in for an easy 2.
Well, they're looking to double Olivia every time she gets the ball. So there's some girls that are open.
And look at Bowie underneath. Bowie runs the court. There's Sampson on the other side. That high-low, those 2 bigs are really doing a lot of damage. But then you see Barron again, one of the bright spots in the first half, getting that jump shot. And now we take a look at our Capital Blue Cross halftime stats. And guys, read those. It's not too hard so far, although the numbers on 3-point don't look real good so far, do they?
Not at all. The other thing was Altoona had no free throws. That's kind of different. They may have to change up a little bit. Only turnovers, they had 7, and Cedar Cliff had 4.
Look at the rebounding department, Jeff. 20-12. You talked about that. They averaged 29 rebounds a game. They already have 20 in the first half. And the other thing that stands out there, 4 out of 10, not a good number for Cedar Cliff on the free throw line, but nothing, as Coach said, at the free throw line so far for this Altoona team. So we're getting ready to start the third quarter here in a moment. That is your Jack Giambalvo halftime report right here on High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
And welcome back to the Dome here at Cumberland Valley, where it's 25-9. We get ready to start the third quarter in the girls' Mid-Penn Championship game here on High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week, although we have 2 of them for you here tonight. Boys following Trinity and State College. That's going to be a barn burner as well. Let's see what Altoona can get going here in the second half. Coach Chris Flegel has 2 district championships in District 6 in his first 4 years. And right away, here was a steal, then a jump ball. And it'll go back to Cedar Cliff to start the third quarter.
Very aggressive play by Altoona. Jump ball, possession, Cedar Cliff. And it's giving them more and more opportunities for shots at the bucket. It was a nice shot, just didn't knock it down. And Cedar Cliff is playing man-to-man, but they're resorting now, because of the score, to their half-court man-to-man. That was a good cut. Ball was tapped by Bowie.
And so now Cedar Cliff controlled their end of the court. 6:56 to go here early in the third quarter. Gary Sutton, Kirk Smallwood, Jeff Thompson with you on the baseline tonight. Scott Wyan and Cedar Cliff undefeated. Chris Flegel and his team 15-8, but have played a tough schedule. The Commonwealth, they're the champions. And in the Keystone, Cedar Cliff, the champions again. And another steal here for Altoona. And a nice pickoff by Lainey Wilt, who's played an outstanding game so far. There's Iyer pulling up.
That was a turnover by Ferraro. Altoona's trying to spread them out a little bit. They're making the cuts, but they've got to get that thing in the basket. It's a nice move.
Like this. How about that? Quick drive to the basket and carrying 3 fouls, but a nice left-handed layup is Haley McGurk, the senior.
Haley McGurk averages 6.4 points per game and 4 rebounds.
So back out to Jones now. Cut it back to 14. Jones up. Jones not going to get it. Rebound to Bowie. Bowie throws it back up and finds a way to get it home. Just keep it high, young lady. And Lexi Bowie now with 7 points in the game. She had 5 at the half.
And it looks like Jones is in bully mode. She's just using her size and her strength to get to the rack and make a play for her team or herself.
Well, I like the offense they run. They really just looking for good stuff. There's a pull-up. Nice pull-up shot that time by Iyer. Not going to go off the front of the iron. Here's Jones again, ahead of Moore.
Nice rebound by Bowie.
And Jones going to draw kind of a touch foul there. And I think McGurk's going to pick up her 4th foul in this one.
That'll hurt. That'll help Altoona. badly.
Oh, man, Haley McGurk picks up her 4th foul. She's quickly out of the game, and in for her is Abigail Hernkane.
Coach, one of the things I picked up about Cedar Cliff's transition, the first big goes to the block, the second one stays outside and is ready to swing the ball when necessary.
You know, you look at it so far, Cedar Cliff is not shooting a great percentage from the field so far in this game.
That was another turnover by Cedar Cliff.
Big 3 look, not going to go. Jones with a rebound. Ahead it goes to Ferraro. Ferraro breaking out there, trying to dish it off to Sampson rather. And there you had Wyatt with a 3, not going to go.
Altoona's making a conscious effort to get on those boards. Good strip.
Stolen away by Jones. Jones up and in, and Jones just makes it happen out there for this team. Timeout for Coach Flegel and the Lady Lions. Jones with 9 in the game. We'll take a timeout as well. This is the High School Sports Live TV Mid-Penn Championship on Fox 43.2.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Man, I'll tell you what, Olivia Jones so far is putting on a clinic on how to play like a whirling dervish. Jeff Thompson, you were watching there on that steal that time. Jones with great hands.
That was incredible. She snuck behind the referee and it was like a 5'2" guard. And then when she finished, she was like a 6'2" power forward.
You better be ready to go somewhere with a basketball when you're playing against her. Drive to the basket is not going to go, but you're going to get 2 shots here as the foul is going to be called against Sydney Wyatt. That'll be her first of the evening. Only 2 fouls called so far against Cedar Cliff.
If I'm not mistaken, Coach, these are Altoona's first free throws.
First free throws of the night, and a nice one they are. As Lady Wilt, who's played an outstanding game this night, has 6 points so far out of the 12 that have been scored here for Altoona.
Laney Wyatt.
And rattles home the second one. Nice shot by Iyer. Or Lady Wilt, rather, excuse me. 7 points now for Wilt in the game. And we will update our scoreboard there to 13 for Altoona. 29-13 is the correct score.
Oh, what a pass. Oh, my goodness. What a high-low pass. Right over the defensive hands to your big for 2. Good shot by Bowie.
And Bowie in for a deuce. Ball kicked around again. Finally controlled by Barron.
These Colts aren't afraid to get on the floor. They don't mind if their uniform gets a little dirty.
And there again, just mishandling a pass, and it's all it takes for this defense to be on you. And they suffocate you on the ball.
Coach, as I said earlier in the first half, I really love the swag that they play with. They're very confident. They believe in one another.
And there's Moore trying to get to the basket, will not get up there and get it, but Win Moore still retains the ball underneath, as does Altoona. New player into the game again, and that's going to be Cravener. And also checking in for the first time tonight is Jalen Brown for Cedar Cliff, as Bowie's going to get a rest.
Altoona to the hole, and there's a foul.
And Altoona do a nice job at driving here. Again, it's Laney Wilt who goes hard to the basket.
What she's trying to do, Coach, she's trying to get the clock stopped so she can score without the clock moving, and they can chip away and chip away.
Shot up and good, and Laney Wilt continues to have an outstanding game tonight. She's 3 out of 3 from the line. 8 points in the game, looking for number 9 on this trip.
One of the weaknesses of the Cedar Cliff team is every now and then they tend to throw the ball away.
Well, so far the weakness for Altoona tonight is not free throw shooting. They're 4-4. Look at that. Big girl running the court, and on the other end, there's Sampson beating down the court. She's got 6 points in the ball game.
Against that 1-2-1-1, when you throw that long diagonal pass, you usually get something good.
Well, when you have holes, there's a weakness somewhere. Up and in, and starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm now. Milana Iyer gets her first deuce of the night. She's only a sophomore.
The leading scorer for Altoona, averaging 12.5 points a game.
Look at this. You got numbers at the other end. You got 4 versus 3. Now they'll kick it back out and take the possession. 2:59 to go here in the third quarter.
Got a little more pressure on the ball.
And there's Jones again, trying to get the angle. Good defense, and Altoona clawing their way back into this one right now.
It's a good rebound.
Lainey Wilt getting a little swagger to her game here. Lainey Wilt, who's played a good game here tonight so far, misses the shot there. It'll be pulled down. Foul will be called against Hernkane, I believe. And that'll be her second. The team's second of the second half.
It's always a tough call when you have 2 kids, one from each team, going for the ball. You know, they should have equal chance to get it.
Bowie back in for Sampson, and also Ferraro back in as well. So here's Jones. Kind of coming out of a 1-4 stack set. We'll pick on the ball again. Look at Ferraro just kind of work her way through and then get up and in. Ferraro is tough.
Very good move.
6 points in the game now for Ferraro. She averages 5.4 a game, so she's right on her average tonight already.
And points-wise, Coach, she might be the 4th option on the team. Goodness gracious, they have a nice
weak side screen, pick and roll, well-conceived play, and up and in for 2. Nice job by Abigail Hernkane. She gets her first bucket of the night. Good pressure in the backcourt here by the Lady Lions. There's Jones kicking it out ahead. Now you're off and running.
Somebody's got to rotate.
Back out to Jones. She'll reset the possession here.
Let's see what Cedar Cliff has up their sleeve.
Jones just trying to create here. Jones with the left hand, not going to go. Jones keeps it alive to Bowie, and Bowie back up, not going to go again. Bowie gets a rebound. She'll get fouled, I believe, on the play.
Bowie has been very, very tough on those boards, both offensively and defensively.
Again, give credit to Jones for keeping it alive, and that's going to be the second foul on Hernkane. That'll be actually her 3rd foul. So Hernkane with 3, McGurk with 4. In it comes to Bowie. Bowie's going to go one-on-one here. Slips for a moment. Now, I'm not sure she lost her pivot foot there. Referee called it.
It looks like she stepped on one of the other kids' foot, but that was the call.
35-19 so far, and watch. She holds the 1 foot.
Yeah.
Here's Altoona.
They're operating out of a box set.
Cedar Cliff doesn't give a lot of help side because they're all up in lanes everywhere. I mean, you look at that's why you see some of those shots, but then they recover so well.
That was a turnover.
So another turnover here forced by Cedar Cliff.
It's a turnover by Iyer. Cedar Cliff does a very, very good job on the ball, man. It's hard to get by him.
First time Olivia Jones has stepped out. That's the 10th turnover of the game now for Altoona. So Olivia Jones gets a breather, and Wyatt comes back in for her. So we'll see how they operate without her in. And right away, there's a turnover.
Nice steal.
Wilt with the basketball. Boy, I like Wilt's game.
She's playing a very good game.
I like this young lady's game, too. Brooklyn Barron.
She's playing this game.
Trying to get the baseline. Finds a girl open just for a moment. Getting tipped by that defense.
They're keeping the ball hot.
Everything is a challenge, though. Now, here you see Bowie's playing in basically a one-person zone in there against Barron. Get another look. This one rattled home finally, and a nice job by Hernkane. She's in the book for 4 so far tonight. 33 seconds to go here in a quickly played third quarter.
And, Coach, that was a shot in the first half they were not making.
Another turnover with Jones out of there. Again, ahead. It's tipped. It's going to belong to Altoona underneath their own basket.
Altoona showing a whole lot of fight here.
Cut it back to 14 points here. Still in the basketball game. 27 seconds to go. This is a big moment. You get this bucket, you take some real momentum to the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Let's see what they have here.
There's Wilt. Wilt, good shooter. Wilt buries it. Wilt knocks it down for a 2 here.
Altoona's not ready to go home. They're going to give you 100%.
And they have it back to...
There's that high-low again to your point guard.
Jones getting right back into the game and restoring order. Olivia Jones in for 2 more.
Coach, I want to applaud Coach Scott Wyatt. He saw a mismatch. The high-low went from a forward to your point guard underneath the basket. That's very good basketball.
You know what he also saw? He saw 2 straight turnovers with Jones out of the game and got her back in very, very quickly.
Yes.
Jones finishes off the three-point play. Back up to a 38-23 lead it goes.
Uh-oh, they're trapping a little bit.
So 38-23 at the end of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. This is the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week on Fox 43.2. Advanced Hoops is offering a spring play and train program for kids 4th grade and older. A special AAU prep league for kids that can't play AAU but still want to play and get out to at least one tourney is available as well. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see all the classes. Shooting with Charlie, post with Duke. You name it, Advanced Hoops has it. To find out more, go to www.advancedhoops.com. High School Sports Live is a proud partner of Raw Sports. Go to Raw Sports Films to access the YouTube channel. Get the latest on Big Star's latest superstar content. Do you want to be a part of the game? Become a Mid-Penn basketball official. Basketball officiating is a great way to remain connected to basketball and earn extra money in the process. Officiate around your schedule. Basketball games are available year-round, and officials are needed to support the game. You'll be trained on all the aspects of officiating, including rules knowledge and court mechanics by experienced officials. Go to cpboa.org or use the QR code on your screen to become an official today. And welcome back to the Dome here at Cumberland Valley, where we head to the fourth quarter, 38-23. Jeff Thompson, the baseline. He was looking at Olivia Jones during those 2 turnovers that they had without her in there, Jeff.
And Lainey Wilt hit a big 3, and Olivia popped off the bench. Her eyes were dancing. What a competitor she is. She gets back in the game and makes it happen right away.
And comes up and gets a big post up there to give them a little bit of momentum going to the fourth quarter. 15-point lead, Coach.
In the third quarter, Altoona outscored Cedar Cliff 14-13. For the third quarter,
Coach Kirk Smallwood with us tonight. Jeff Thompson. We got some stats here from the third quarter.
They were 5 for 9, 0 for 2 from 3, 4 for 4 for 3 throws, and 3 turnovers, 14 points. That was Altoona.
Here's another look. That will not go from Win Moore, and pulled down eventually by Wyant.
Cedar Cliff was 6 for 13, 0 for 1 from 3, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 4 turnovers for 13 points. So Altoona is trying to get back in it.
Tell you what, Cedar Cliff gets a little bit vulnerable without Jones in there handling things. You know it. Here she is posted
up
again.
Got her on the block again.
Same thing you saw a moment ago, and they inverted her, put her down on the block, and posted her up on a guard.
That's good coaching and a very, very smart tactic.
You know, the one thing, too, we as coaches don't do a lot of times, we don't do a lot of post defense in guard play. Take a look.
Right.
And there's the guard getting posted up by a bigger girl down in the post. That'll be the 3rd foul now.
Usually when you know you got weak side help, you want to front that post.
Win Moore with 3 fouls in the game. That shot is up and good from Olivia Jones, who's having an outstanding ball game here tonight. 15 points in the game, looking for number 16 right here, and in and out. Put the announcer's curse on her. There, see some of the crowd tonight. This place holds 3,200 people.
Coach Abigail Hurricane has been a very good spark for Altoona.
Wilt passed up the 3 there. I thought she had a pretty good look, but she knows her game better than we do. Here comes Barron. Barron jammed there. Notice when they come to the middle. Now that time, good look to the middle. Running one-hander, not going to go. Bowie with yet another rebound tonight.
Bowie's very, very impressive. Rebounds the ball above her head with 2 hands.
39-23, you're in command, and Jones loses it out of bounds. Kind of waved at that time instead of keeping it tight to her body.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often for her.
No.
Coach looked at her and was like, okay, I'll take that.
Here's Altoona with a basketball coming to the court. 9 turnovers against Cedar Cliff tonight. Jim Gallagher on stats here tonight are Sultan of the stats. If he doesn't have it, it ain't a stat. That's the way it works. Boy, Wilt just controlling things. She's done a good job of really controlling the tempo better in the second half, I think, for this Altoona Lady Lion team.
She's doing a very good job getting her guys in the right spots.
And there she goes again. Just missing that shot. They need some of those to fall, and quickly. You're not getting a lot of second shots tonight if you're Altoona.
You're right.
Look at Jones all the way to the basket. Nobody picked her up until late.
On defense, she plays like a power forward, Coach. On offense, she's their point guard.
She saw that layup. Hearn Kane got down there but wasn't really focused on her. No one picked her up early with the basketball. You've got to pick her up and control her early.
Absolutely, and she'll have those bigs on the wings to dump it to.
Here's Jones back at the line looking for her 16th point here and buries it. Jones tonight 6 out of 7 from the free throw line, having a pretty good evening. Make that 6 out of 8 rather.
Let's see if we see any of that full court 1-2-1-1 out of Altoona.
Barron out of the game, and in for her is Jersey Hollowball the first time tonight. Second shot is up and good. 17 points tonight for Olivia Jones. 41-23. Cedar Cliff in command here with 5:53 to go. But this Lady Lion team, I'll tell you, they're going to be impressive, I think, in the District 6 playoffs.
Yes, they are.
Get ready to start districts next week.
It's a good cut by Hearn Kane.
Hard-working crew. Coach Flegel trying to get back some of those glory days of the 1980s and 70s. It's some really good teams up in Altoona. Art Tannehill, one of the outstanding coaches in the state during that time. He and Downingtown got hooked up at a couple great matches up at Hershey Park Arena. So to remain with Altoona here on the baseline will be triggered by Win Moore on the inbound.
Altoona's not hesitating to go to the hole. They're getting that penetration.
Look at Ferraro. She's been so
what
tough
a play.
all
What
night on
a
defense.
play.
Ferraro up and in, and Ferraro with just unbelievable hands. We've seen it all night long.
Defensive steal and right to the basket.
8th point of the night for Ferraro. Wilt looked to pull up there. Winmore coming off the screen. Winmore dumps underneath. Good pass by Winmore, and a good job of kissing it off there inside to number 32, that being Jersey Hollowball just in the game, and Hollowball will go to the line for 2 shots. Foul marked up against Lexi Blue, and that is her first of the evening. Shot is up, no good off the hands of Hollowball, so we'll get another one here. Jersey Hollowball, a 5'8" junior.
Cedar Cliff has 14 fouls, and Altoona has 6.
Only 4 seniors on this Altoona team, so look for them to be back in the hunt next year again in the Commonwealth. Second shot up and good by Hollowball, her first of the night. Free throw line tonight in the first half, nothing out of nothing for Altoona. Second half, they're 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
Coach, if you look at Altoona's roster, they have 9 freshmen on their roster.
And a whole bunch of sophomores to go with them. I'm counting like 5, 6 sophomores as well. 9 freshmen, 4 juniors. You think they're stocked for next year?
They're going to be ready to go.
And they're going to lose 3 out of 4 at the top of the seniors. And at the line now on a 1-on-1, it's going to be Lexi Blue as the foul is on Hollowall. Lexi Blue, shot up. That's no good. Tipped back out. Controlled by you-know-who. Jones.
Jones with the loose ball. She's going to reset it and get everybody in the right spot and then run their stuff.
Okay, if there's a loose ball and Jones is somewhere near it, there it is. Now look at Blue. Trying to get the drop step with a walk. She took the drop step but to where the company was. There were 2 Gardner there instead of going to the baseline drop step.
You might want to reverse it to the opposite side and follow the ball. Altoona's still running their stuff. They haven't panicked.
Yeah. They play a certain speed. They're the kind of team, they average 56 points a game, so they score some points. Up and in. Nice job by Milana Iyer. And she's got 2, and she'll go to the line trying to finish off the 3-point play the hard way.
She fought to get that in, Coach.
She really did.
Heck of a play.
Jeff Thompson, the points have come hard tonight here for this Altoona team, but they seem to be more in rhythm here in the second half.
Well, they're pretty gritty. Iyer really worked, like Kirk said, Iyer worked hard to get that one up. And she's been blanketed all night by number 5, Taylor Ferraro.
Iyer misses the second shot. She's got 4 points in the game. Second foul, by the way, on Ferraro. As we tick down to 4:17, don't forget we got Trinity State College game coming up after this. There's Ferraro pulling up, not going to go. Another rebound, little reverse layup there by Sampson, not going to go. And picked off there by Altoona, but apparently stepped out of bounds, did Iyer, so the ball belonged to the Colts on the baseline.
One of the things that Altoona has got to try is when the ball's in the air, they've got to fight for position while the ball's in the air and have it established by the time it hits the rim.
Timeout on the floor. 43-26, 4:06 to go in the championship. It's High School Sports Live to be on Fox 43.2.
Where were you last night? Do you know how embarrassing that was for me? No. Don't deflect. Well, that wasn't passive aggressive. Listen, I just need to know that I can trust you're going to be there when I need you. Hello? Money just hung up on me.
Not cool.
Track your spending with our personal finance tool. Just another way to have better conversations with your money from F&M Trust.
Welcome back to the Dome here as you see Coach Chris Flegel talking to his troops. Let's go to Jeff Thompson, who's doing a little talking down on the baseline. Jeff?
Well, what I saw on that last possession was 3 really good rebounders. And their front line of Cedar Cliff is so impressive. And Kirk talked about them getting better position. I don't think they can. These girls get really good position.
You're exactly right. The rebounding has been the name of the game here tonight, really, Coach.
It sure has. Both teams have done a good job rebounding,
really
but for the most part, Cedar Cliff will get the rebound and get a stick back.
Well, they've been the difference on the offensive glass where Altoona's had one shot and done. Altoona's done a pretty good job of trying to cover up those extra shots by those bigs, but not to be here tonight. This is a big, strong team here from Cedar Cliff, undefeated for the season. Now they're taking a little bit of time in their offense as well. They're looking to try to post up again. Jones down inside. Sampson tries to bank it. Jones goes over the back, probably got away with a foul there. Barron picks it up. And here come the Lady Lions. Winmore up. Winmore
nice
on a run out. Nice job. Barron getting ahead to Winmore on the run out, and Winmore in for 2, her first deuce of the night.
I thought I'd see a little full court pressure out of Altoona. They're in there man-to-man.
I think they got scared a little earlier when they came with it and got beat down the court 3 times.
That long diagonal will do it every time.
Ferrara just missed a pick and roll to Sampson, who was wide open. No hurry right now. 100% rule. If you have the ball in the lead, the other team can't catch up.
Yeah.
Now getting up in the lanes a little bit, a little more pressure. And I think you're going to get a call here against Iyer. It'll be her second.
She was very aggressive guarding the ball. Kind of used her hands a little too much.
Her second teammate. And back into the game is Abigail Hearn-Kane. And she'll check in for Haley McGurk. At the line is Ferraro. Ferraro's first time there tonight. She's got 8 points in the game. On the season, a 38% free throw shooter.
Whoa.
Which is amazing. As good a player as she is. You're just amazed by how low their free throw shooting is.
Nice play.
Hearn-Kane with a walk.
Coach, I think she turned the wrong way.
I do too.
That was a great pass. I think if she'd have turned over her right shoulder, she would have been fine.
And I think if she'd have gone right in motion there, she had it. She had a chance to go up. And that's been the big difference tonight. When the bigs aren't there, the presence is there mentally. Rebounds tonight, 30 so far for Cedar Cliff, 19 for Altoona. Big difference in the game.
Yes. And that rebound differential starting to get bigger.
Here's that pick on top. Jones just kicking it off to the open person, Ferraro. Kind of a weave right now. Simpson has taken
nice
away.
Steal.
Sampson has taken away, rather. And Iyer has it knocked from behind. But it will remain with the Lady Lions. 2:20 to go in this one.
That was a heck of a hustle by Taylor Ferraro. She ran it down and tipped it out of bounds. That's a good play.
Prior champions for Cedar Crest, obviously last year. Missed shot here, rebound by Bowie, foul from behind. And that will be on Hearn-Kane. If that's on Hearn-Kane, that'll be her 5th. She will foul out.
Hearn-Kane played a very, very physical game. Did a really good job trying to neutralize the size of Cedar Cliff.
You talk about Scott Wyan, 23 years coaching, 290 wins. At Cedar Cliff, 163-61 in 9 years. His prior championships, he won the Mid-Penn Conference with his team here in 2022. Final 4 of the PIAA last year in 6A. And 3rd in the PIA District 3 6A in 2022 as well. So he's got some good credentials here. As Bowie's showing you a little bit of a stroke this time.
Nice looking shot by Alexis Bowie.
Alexis Bowie's had a really solid game here tonight. He's got 8 points. And missing on the 9th. Back up it goes. Cedar Cliff for the game for the free throw line, 8 of 19.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, pretty close to their numbers. There's a missed shot. Rebound. Sampson. Off to Jones. And now you got 2 minutes to go and no hurry to get down the floor here.
Jones is ready to take her time. There's going to be some trapping going on somewhere.
After the barrage in the opening here by Cedar Cliff, it's been a pretty even game the rest of the way.
Yes. I thought Altoona got their feet up under them and start fighting back.
They are a gritty team, Altoona. You like them.
I think we just missed that little lob with no help to Bowie.
And again, Jones not in a hurry here. Trying to get a drive, just kick it back out. Don't need to force anything here. Sampson back out front, now to Ferraro.
Now when Altoona decides to foul them,
which I don't
they're
know,
going to be in the double bonus.
I don't know if they're going to do that now. There's probably not a reason at this particular point. Back out front it comes again to Wyatt. Wyatt tosses it off to Ferraro, looks inside, nothing going on there. Straight back out, no need to take a shot. 1:02 to go, and there's the obligatory foul now by Wilt. And they will send the second best free throw shooter to the line on this team, Olivia Jones.
Coach, when you're a high school coach, and we've both done it, if you have a point guard with the skill set, the hunger, and the mindset of Jones, you sleep a lot easier.
Well, there's the understatement of the year. As the shot is up and good from Jones. She's made 5 of her last 6. And again, 6 of her last 7 now as she continues to be the lead scorer in the game here tonight.
Nice.
17. And a good look that time.
Nice pass. Very good pass. Here comes a little trapping and the foul. Will be number 11, Sydney Wyan at the line. Who just happens to be the best free throw shooter on her ball club.
So Wyan will knock it down here as well. She's only got 4 points tonight, but she has been tough on defense all evening long. Wyan's second one is up and good. She's got 5 and stretching the lead now to 48-31. 40 seconds to go, and we will have the award ceremony. Good drive to the basket.
Nice job, Alton.
And there's a young lady who's been the MVP tonight for this team, Lainey Wilt. 13 points for Wilt in the game now. What a great evening for her. She didn't miss anything from the free throw line. She's been a leader. We'll keep it right here with 36 seconds to go.
Coach, earlier in the game, you said that Cedar Cliff only gives up how many points?
23.
23. Oh, my gosh. They've given up 33 in this one, but they're still up 15.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach Wyan before the game tonight. I said, did I have that right? I said 51 a game and 23 against. He goes, that's what it is. He said, I think it's 23 or 24. I said, either way, that's pretty amazing. But he said, we're going to get tested tonight with this Altoona team. And there's Coach Flegel, and he's tested tonight very, very well with his team. And look at the calmness, right? He's teaching. He's getting ready right now for districts.
Absolutely.
And he's proud of his team here tonight. They're in this championship game. You know, I always say to people, you can't win or lose a championship game until you're in it. There are a whole lot of people that would trade places here tonight. Altoona has nothing to put their heads down about this evening. They have really represented their town well, and I have a feeling you're going to see their name come up big in districts. Coach Flegel and his team already won 2 districts in his first 4 years. So in 2019 and 2022, they had district championships.
Very proud of these Altoona girls. Each one of them gave it their all.
There's Olivia Jones ahead to Lexi Blue. Now 28 seconds left and a foul. And I'm not sure I'd foul right now. I don't know what you're doing, but everybody has a different way of doing it. Iyer with their 3rd foul. And going back to the line will be Sydney Wyan, who's 2 of 2 there tonight so far. If you're going to foul someone, don't pick the best free throw shooter on the team to foul.
And Coach, she's barely hitting the rim at all.
Yeah. 75% free throw shooter on a 49% free throw shooting team. And there you go. And if they have a Achilles heel during the playoffs coming up, that 49% is going to be glaring.
Yes. That must improve. Nice cut.
And good up and in. And another coming off the screen. Just fundamentally so good is this Altoona team running without the basketball as Iyer gets her 6th point of the night.
And again, Coach, Altoona's running their stuff. They're not haphazardly scoring. They're running their stuff, and they're getting buckets.
And Iyer is up and in. Completes the play. She's got 7 on the night.
Side break.
It was a 16-point lead at the half. It's a 14-point lead right now. Altoona is outscoring Cedar Cliff here in the second half. And now you get a curtain call. Coach Wyant bringing his players out of the game, and he's going to get some new uniforms in there. Same thing for Coach Flegel. And class act, the whole crowd standing and applauding for both these teams that have really done a good job here tonight. Again, Coach Flegel team coming back here in the second half, making a game of it. Never really got much closer than 14, but you know what? Never stopped playing.
It never stopped playing. Hats off to the Altoona Lady Lions.
And that is your game, and the final score again right here tonight is 50-36. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back for our Capital Blue Cross post-game show right after this on High School Sports Live TV. The Mid-Penn Championship going to Cedar Cliff on Fox 43.2.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
And welcome back. I just finished up the awards ceremony here for the runners-up. You have Brooklyn Barron, Abigail Hernkane, Taylor Lane, Haley McGurk, Riley Hershey, Jersey Hollowball, Isabel Noor, Jaden Kroll, Tana Banks, Lydia Bites, Milana Iyer, Megan Giles, Mira Milnick, Lainey Wilt, Aubriana Bernadelli, Kendall Cogan, Chera Cuthbert, and Samantha Harpster, Isabella Miller, Miley Noggle, Zaylin Wynn Moore, Kylie Noel, and Grace Stratmiller getting awards for Altoona. Let's turn it over to Bob Schellenberg right now for the awards here for Cedar Cliff. So far, Lizzie Weisling, Jillian McIntyre, Ella Fry, Ava Buckwalter, Natalie Hoffman, Hope Joy. There's a great name for you for the year, Hope Joy,
Hope
right?
Joy, yeah.
I mean, you're going good either way. Cravener getting her award here. Bryn Cravener. Kaylee Gillen. Natalie Hoffman getting her award now. Championship medals. Repeat champions. There's Sampson. Had an outstanding game. Catherine Sampson. 6 points tonight. Jalen Brown, I saw a little time in there this evening. So Lexi Bowie getting hers earlier. Sydney Wyant, Taylor Ferraro. And of course, down here at the end of the line is a young lady that had a lot to say about this game tonight.
She played a tremendous game, Coach.
Olivia Jones. And Coach Scott Wyant proudly putting the awards around his players' heads for the second straight year, defending their championship from last season. Scott Wyant adds to the trophy list at Cedar Cliff for the Lady Colts there in suburban Harrisburg.
The Cedar Cliff Colts, back-to-back champions. Congratulations. Best of luck. As you move on, you can go out that way. Choo-choo. I'm Tuna. Safe travels. Best of luck.
Wyant, Ferraro, and Jones come out and get the championship trophy. They'll take that back to Cedar Cliff and New Cumberland. And all's right with the world right now if you're a Lady Colt. We're going to get ready here for our Capital Blue Cross post-game report. We'll take a very quick break and come back right after this.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
And welcome back to our Capital Blue Cross post-game report. Cedar Cliff, the champion of the Mid-Penn for the second straight year. Very quick thought about that, Coach Smallwood.
I was very impressed with them, Coach. Honestly, this is the first time I saw them. I loved their swag. I love their confidence. And I love how they pick each other up when things aren't going well.
Coach Thompson?
Well, Olivia Jones, it starts and ends with Olivia Jones, but I think this is the start of a dynasty for Cedar Cliff because she's there for 2 more years.
Well, we're going to see what happens with it, but having her around is going to make people sleep a lot at night, especially Scott Wyant. Hey, let's take a look right now at our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game here in this championship game tonight and see what Chad Edwards has dialed up for us this evening. And our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game, and here it was. A good tip, and there you have Ferraro doing what she does well. Steal basketballs and cash them in on the other end. Look at that, just perfect play, tips it out ahead to herself, and that goes in. That was our play of the game tonight. And our Huffman Ford player of the game this evening may not be the biggest secret. Olivia Jones, 18 points here tonight. She was everywhere, dished the ball off, distributed, scored, played defense, blocked shots. She did it all here this evening, Coach.
I love the way she plays. She plays with a lot of confidence. She's very physical, and she picks her spots. And like I said, Coach, they can even post her up on smaller guards, and she'll score.
Take a look, dishes out ahead here to Ferraro. And underneath it goes on a give and go in for another layup.
She's got a nice left hand, too.
Take a look here. And you see what she could do on defense, blocking a shot out front on the point guard. Underneath, post up, turns around, gets in there. 18 points for Olivia Jones tonight. She's got a lot more basketball to play here for the Lady Colts. Well, that's the end of our first one here tonight. Our first Mid-Penn championship is decided. The Cedar Cliff Lady Colts defend their championship from last year. They now walk out of here as Mid-Penn champion. And before we get to Trinity and State College, which is going to be an unbelievable game here tonight, we're going to take a look back at the season here and some of the highlights of this past season here on High School Sports Live TV. We've been so blessed to bring in these games, and we're going to give you a chance right now to see some of the highlights and all the games that we had in this season leading up to this championship here tonight. We'll take a break. We're back with game number 2, Trinity and State College here on High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2. But right now, our highlight reel. Dupre. 55 to 41, and the freshman with 13 in this one. Big possession again, 10 points, trying to get it underneath that. Here comes Rose, he's going to challenge Ben.
Right to the big guy.
How about that? Right in his face, he goes straight up. Charlie Fortney with good head and shoulders fake. Good head and shoulders fake again. Fortney's got a 3 open. He usually hits these, and there it is again. Charlie Fortney with another 3. 7 points in the game now for Dupre. And I'll tell you what, you're seeing some new zeal here this half. What a hard move, though. Again, it's Marcus Sweeney restoring order, has 8 points. Passes over the top of the zone. And man, good shot. Big hit there off the hands of Lucas Green for Carlisle. A big 3. They shut down that middle, Cumberland Valley. Here's Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith.
Way to go in there.
It's charged.
It's charged.
Oh my goodness, player control foul, and Smith. The basket. Tell you what, this guy plays hard. And I'm talking about this guy being J.D. Hunter, his first deuce of the night. But how about that? The big guy says, hey, not only can I do rebounds and stick it back, I can also make 3s.
Nice shot.
Ooh. Oh, what a screen by Stevens. Very outside. Good job there by Cooper. Look, rattles in and out. There's Wells again. Wells up. Wells in with the left hand and a big bucket here. Thurston Wells.
And that's what you want from your big guy inside. That's what they want.
Vegas just
Give and go.
Kicking it corner.
To the corner.
Dawkins again. He's hot. Dawkins downtown one more time.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
Hey guys, this is Charlie Fortney with High School Sports Live. I'm excited to be here with my friend Dave Kerr, External Affairs with AT&T. We got a great subject we're going to talk about is how AT&T and what they do to create safety when it comes to cell phone use. Talk about that, Dave.
Sure, Charlie. It's great to be with you again. We've been here for a long time. We've talked over the years about the dangers of texting and driving, and that's still critically important. And but our customers, they're responsible just like we are as a company. And it's important for us to broaden that and talk about the dangers of not only texting and driving, but internet safety and those types of activities, just to make sure that people understand there's a lot of dangers with cell phones. We want people to buy them, don't get me wrong, but let's be responsible in their use. It creates a digital footprint, so you got to be responsible in their use, so we try to encourage that.
Talk more about connected learning from your perspective. Just educate our viewers and myself on that.
Yeah, so connected learning is our commitment, AT&T's commitment to working with the students. It's including our innovative educational work that we do with our schools across the Commonwealth, but also it's the volunteerism, it's the mentoring. If the pandemic has taught us anything, it's that students really need to be prepared for college and career readiness. So that's really our commitment to talk about that.
How about digital divide? That's another term out there. Educate our listeners, myself as well, just a little bit more from your perspective on what digital divide's all
Sure,
about.
our commitment to connected learning is even broader than that. It's working with, getting an educated workforce, those who might be displaced and such. The digital divide term is really between the haves and have-nots when it comes to internet access. So we're working hard through connected learning to bridge that gap and make sure that our communities have the access and affordability.
You have a son that came to the game with you as a 6th grader, so I'm looking forward to seeing that young man and his Palmyra teammates, hopefully coached by Pete Conrad on High School Sports Live in a couple of years.
We're looking forward to that as well, and it'll be a tough match with Lower Dauphin for sure. So it's great. Let's watch some basketball tonight, Charlie. It's
I'll
a
tell
good
you what,
game.
State College coming up against Trinity. It's going to be a tall one.
actually a 6'11" Ukrainian in the center fraternity, coming up in a few minutes with Gary, Kirk Smallwood, and Jeff Thompson.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Charlie.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Where were you last night? Do you know how embarrassing that was for me? No. Don't deflect. Well, that wasn't passive aggressive. Listen, I just need to know that I can trust you're going to be there when I need you. Hello? Our money just hung up on me.
Not cool.
Track your spending with our personal finance tool. Just another way to have better conversations with your money. From F&M Trust.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.